Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNUA 95.5. No, WNUA. Wow, y'all caught me tired. WNTF. We are brought to you today with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory, your one-stop shop for the best in the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We are also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And, of course, Hates and Hellfire, a dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Hello and happy Monday. Many of you are observing Memorial Day either through the very calm and polite observation of visiting grave sites and remembering those who've fallen, especially those who've fallen in service and the protection of our country. Some of us are just enjoying an opportunity to start the summer out with the great American ritual of grilling out. And some of us are doing like I was doing, and I got caught up deep diving where did this image of a very strange rapier come from, and how do I get to know more? So yes, I was about 2 minutes late because I was responding. Actually, our good friend of the show, patron, and general great fella, Bladed Thesis, under one handle or another, shared an amazing rapier, and I'd never seen one like it. In fact, I had never seen a Western style sword with any sharpened points at all on the inside of a guard. Never seen that. So I was really, it was very, I know it was influenced by a Turkish design, but I had to do an image track down on that rapier. So I'd done some stuff, started to go, and then realized, wait a second. Went back, ran a translation on the the sword where I found it and found two routes. One was a wonderful, wonderful uh, digital artist whom I'm going to have to chase down later, but because that wasn't what I was looking for. Because he was referencing cited the sword he referenced as belonging to Christian II, which set me down another spool, which got me to The Economist, which shared roughly the same image, but had a link referencing uh, a museum in Dresden, Germany. Now, I then routed through the inventory with the search and a translation to find this dang rapier. So I did find it because it was one of those where it looked too interesting. And my first thought, unfortunately, was, is that AI? Did somebody get scammed or not? There are several details on it I've seen on no other blade. As I said, the sharpened points toward the inside, the proportions were strange, and the enameling of this silver hilted blade was fabulous. I haven't seen a technique like it. It didn't look like it came from period, but I tracked it down and had to get it submitted. So this is what happens when I am looking at things, 5 minutes before the start of our lovely program. Let's get into accountability. Since you saw me last, I do have some accountability and things I got done. I completed another image in my series of they're going to be bookmarks and sold as tokens to be used with the game Magic the Gathering, as well as possibly posters depending on how well they upsize. But I finished my harpy image, and it came out superb. We're not going to talk about how many hours went into it, but it came out superb, and I'm finally starting to feel like I'm getting where I want to be, or I'm on the path to be where I want to be digitally. I'm still using traditional tricks and digital media, but it works. Anyway, I got that done. That's around. I'm working on a project to make more. Friday, let's see, we did the shows, and we did a lot of house cleaning because Saturday afternoon we were graced by a visit of one of my favorite people on the planet, the lovely and utterly impeccable Dawn Dulas. And she came by just for a bit to drop off some acquisitions, which you will not be seeing till the Nick Knows Nerf video about them is ready. I'll probably be working on that tomorrow. But because she came by my house and she was dropping off, a T-Rex situation, it was a small arms deal, all foam flinging. She mentioned she really hadn't done much of anything with Nerf guns. So we're going to take a brief 31-second detour to get your Monday started off interestingly.
I got murdered. Your toys are out here. Ready? You didn't know I was playing with your toys, did you?
Yeah, every time it's okay. I'm good. Oh.
Her hitting that gong absolutely delighted me. That moment of Dawn just, and as soon as I stopped recording, she hit the gong again, and it's just, it is a beautiful, beautiful thing to do. So I'm working towards corrupting another of my friends towards more uh, foam flinging shenaniganry, and we hung out. We went to the good table. Oh, thank you, Dawn. I'm thanking Dawn not just for the lovely company and the visit and the assistance in acquiring something rather elusive, but I thank her because it was an excuse for me to get a Reuben, and I love a Reuben sandwich. So that was basically Saturday. Saturday was cleaning. Sunday, being yesterday, uh, we actually went to see my parents, and we had a wonderful time. Once we finally got there, past some road shenanigans, being a mix of truly incompetent people at a gas station and amateur hour on the road, highlighted by things such as a car going the wrong way down the highway with their headlights on, at us quite suddenly, and a golf cart full of children taking a sharp turn and launching one of said teenagers like a rocket out of the back and sending them tumbling. We would have pulled over to check, but they were laughing and getting up about it, so it seemed like everyone was okay. I may like I said, I may do something with that imagery. I have a couple stills, but I really want to share that because she's chatting gleefully with Dusty as she's firing off Xander's favorite blaster of my collection, and my son believes he's owning that blaster, but it's from my collection. What he doesn't know is sometime in the fairly near future, if I don't get messed over by eBay, I found a second one, the same price, at, oh, 70% cheaper than what the standard market price is for one. So I'm delighted, and we'll both have one, and it just the joys. But um, we did that with Dawn. We went to see my parents, and we had a grand time, and uh, we swapped stories that I would consider post statute of limitation stories of the shenanigans that Dad got up to, and some of the shenanigans I got up to, say in high school, where I did nothing wrong, but I was called to help people in very bizarre shenanigans, and you know doing things like playing gay chicken to save my life, quite literally, because my friends had a way of getting me in odd situations. But it was a really nice evening. However, we didn't get out of there till better than 1 our time. And because of the construction and the huge number of animals, I didn't even get home till 4 a.m. this morning, and I still had to do my exercises, which means I did not get to bed till approximately 5:30 this morning, and I was up promptly at 9. So, um, I'm not sure how productive today will be. I will either have a really great day and then essentially crash early tonight if all goes well, or I will finish this broadcast and I will crash mightily. But either way, very fun weekend. And I still have another day. So, as I'm planning to grill, and that means heating up charcoal, there is an ever so slight chance that since I'm heating up charcoal anyway, I might pop some of that over to my forge, and if I can get the anvil in a place to be accessible from the forge, which again we shall see, um, this could be good, friends. This could be good. I could be taking metal and making it into things, and that would delight me. So we shall see. Those are my potential plans. There's also, of course, housework that needs to be done and lawn work that needs to be done. I'm sure outings and shenanigans. But I got to see Dawn, and that's awesome. And that needs to happen more. So, aside from working to plot against uh, heading out her way, because now we owe her, And oh darn, I might have to go to that overstocked toy store. Oh no, ouch. Uh, which seems like a great place, and probably throw some money at the fine gentleman there, depending on his wares in either Nerf or Lego. Uh, and check out, comic and game shops, because Dawn and I and Amanda may be considering some plotting involving cabbages and kings and all the other things that we need to discuss. But I cannot discuss that till it gets hammered in, and it probably won't be something that happens till after at least the start of summer reading, if not completely after summer reading, because it's going to take a lot out of my end. It's a busy time for the librarians. So we shall see. Not writing, although a couple projects were handed vaguely my way. So they are on the bottom of my works in progress / to-do list, which is nigh endless. And that's how I like it. I'm grateful for that, because if I have the opportunity to do such shenanigans, well, yes, Dawn, you should be in on it. You were the one who suggested it, so yes, yes, yes. Uh, we we had so much fun. Unfortunately, most of the cats bolted from Dawn, so she did not get to spend time with Stuart. But that's because my cats, till they get to know you, are incredibly shy, given their background trauma. New people, they're not sure. But we will be having a lot of good stuff coming this week, and a lot of good stuff coming in the near to extended future. I need to know what you're going to have. But before we do all that, and I get into the chat, which is where it's at, I need a word from our sponsors. And that would be here. Never mind the fat man doing I don't get donuts often, but we were on the road and I got one to sustain me, and that means I've been looking forward to one over here as part of my breakfast. I ate before the stream, don't worry, but I know I'm going to be burning a lot of juice at an accelerated rate. So putting a little in the bank is probably a good idea. Other things that are good ideas, looking into my incredible, amazing chat. Now, blink, blink. First through the door is Foxy. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Foxy. And followed by Carl. Good morning. He's greeting people. And accountability. Been to the laundromat and back today, mostly because online hours were wrong. Even for the holiday, they didn't open till 10 a.m. local time. Oh, well. Washer repair is scheduled for Wednesday. So I might hold out if I have enough socks. I know that intimately. That been there. I gotta run down the hall, check at Donna's coffee levels. Okay, that's always a wise thing to do. And speaking of thesis, morning thesis. Good morning, Foxy and Carl. Accountability filmed another video Friday morning, and I'm working on editing now. Because Dawn was over, obviously, I wasn't able to sit and watch your interview with Trelena. And I'm sorry, part of a glimpse into my family life is every Memorial Day I visit my dad, and we take and we remember the name of the gentleman that was mistaken for my dad, and when dad was listed as KIA. For respect to the family, I won't drop his actual name, but I will tell you he was 19 when he died serving in Vietnam, and because of how he died, he was unrecognizable enough, save for a mop of curly blonde hair, that he was mistaken for my father. And when my dad stumbled with one boot on out of the essentially the triage medical tent and went the facility he was in and went over to the quartermaster's because he was missing his boot, and he really didn't care about missing the boot. He just wanted a toothbrush because his toothbrush was in the boot that got blown away. Fortunately, his foot was not attached at the time, but the gentleman who he looked up Dad's number almost fainted because that looked like he was a ghost from being blown up and all the joys of shell shock. So while I want you guys to have fun this Memorial Day, and it's vital, it is also in time to remember that our combat veterans and all gave some and some gave all. And our freedoms, which as fleeting as they may currently be, without getting into politics, they were bought and have been maintained with the blood of some of our best. Because freedom is not free, we have a moral obligation to them to do everything we can to safeguard it and to respect it and never, ever take it for granted, because there will always be petty tyrants who will seek to steal away our freedoms for the purpose of a broader bottom line for their personal or corporate endeavors. And if that does come off political, today would be an ill-advised day to address me on that subject. Getting back to the commentary, Donna, let's see, filmed. I'm looking forward to the next video. I will be catching up on that video, your interview with Trey, probably, if not tonight, sometime tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. Accountability did yard work yesterday, hurt today, not as bad as I feared. Yep, you got to schedule your rest days, folks. Played tug of war with weeds yesterday, mostly won. Have a few stocks that won, and remain in the earth to be sprayed into oblivion. We're waiting to see how the oblivion spraying Mandy did affected some of the trees. And I have to remember to look up what mulberry trees are good for, aside from the mulberries, because the little saplings are endless. They're always around. Uh, Good morning, folks. Good morning, Joe. Hey, Joe. Accountability, getting breakfast and making my way down to the PC to start the day. Probably should get dressed too. I don't know, Joey. I think you're pretty. If, only if you're going to be on camera. Shh. Shh. Foxy, don't worry about it. Hey, everyone. Hey, Donna. Everyone's greeting Donna. And hello, Churro. I hope you're staying sweet this lovely Memorial Day. Hey there. Back. Took time for needy cats. I owe two people book reviews. Reviews are important. Even if it's only this was a good read. Yes, one of the big things that they don't talk about much on Amazon is that your books have to have several reviews, and I want to say it's 25. It's either 15 or 25 before they're really subject for the algorithm to present them very much at all, or they have to be very niche. And good morning, Trelena. I hope you're having a lovely day. Good morning, Dan. Hello, Mr. Hollifield. And morning, Trey Dan. Greetings, as Dawn would say. Piles orange cat energy to conjure Dawn. Oh, you guys are conjuring Dawn again. Foxy's throwing almonds to the thing. Ooh, getting the whole gang. Morning, Nick. It's morning, per time with Hobo, so my typing is limited today. NTGR, Nick. NTGR. Okay, anytime you're getting your affection from your feline, enjoy it. Hi, Hobo. You being good? You be good, kitty. Yeah, good, Hobo. Understood, Trey. I had some needy cats in the bathroom with me. When I get out of here, I will have very needy cats right here. That's why my door is very closed. Don't forget to like and share, folks. I know you're subscribed. And hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. It's the start of summer, so I hope you are enjoying weather that aspires to someday be as hot as you are, dear. Now, it's Donna. I'm allowed to flirt. See, I don't have to flirt as much with Carl because Carl knows he's sexy. Now, I hope everyone is doing well. And morning, Dan and Trey. Thanks again for Trey being an awesome tea time guest. I'm sure she is. Hi, Nick. Hi. Hey, Churro. It was a blast, Thesis. Welcome back, Churro. Now to Conjure Max. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not busy. Still waiting for Dawn. Throw some cooking gear. Might have to conjure Nick. I was in the process of, I had addressed that sword that Thesis found and shared on the Historical Fencing Guild's public group. And I had just said, I'm having trouble finding information. I realized, dupe, there's another way to do it. I went back in and I actually found it. Fascinating piece. Fascinating little history to it. Whenever any of you sword aficionados are interested, go to that image and check the links. Plus, it let me look at, browse through 20, 30 pages of material just related to a German collection of the 1600s era rapiers and daggers. And that hurt me. That wounded me to look at it. But here we go. Morning. Yippee. Yay. Yippee-ki-yay. Hi. Hi, Don. And Rasputin power is low today. Might need to get some Sengali vibes to get Max in here. I'll send Max a strongly worded text. Ted is off today, so I'm completely discombobulated. Doesn't feel like Monday. No, it doesn't. And isn't that delightful? I believe he has things to ask Max as well. Well, ask Nick as well. Oh, I'm tired. I'm thinking about Max. Well, that's fine. If he gets in. LOL, Dawn. I forgot it was Monday as well. Hey, Dawn. Still exhausted from this weekend's adventure, but totally worth. Oh my gosh, it was so cool seeing you. I'm sorry I didn't see everybody else. I'm sorry, Dawn. Didn't mean to wear you out. Purple, Dawn. It was confirmed. Yeah, you might have to scrap for purple, and I would be entertained. Anyway, I totally get that. It wasn't just you. No, it wasn't. Still need to watch the Tea House. Indeed. Sounds like my Toledo basket. Oh, you are speaking. Oh, gosh. Because, one moment, as people who know, my favorite personal sword that I have in lifesteal is this. However, finding this style of hilt is remarkably hard. I had to take it all over the place to track it down. And what this is, it is, believe it or not a rapier, though a rapier-styled hilt on a broadsword, a Spanish 1783 Charles the Fourth Bilbao. It was favored by the actually Spanish colonists in modern Mexico. Fascinating weapon. Delightful. Rabbit holed him. Oh, so hard. Hi, Dan. As Don would say, greetings. I did pick that up from Nick. Greetings within our group is amazing, but reading them all is time consuming. And you commenters continued. Would take us going for 6 straight hours if you can. Again, I am working towards a very specific broadcast. No way I'm sitting for a 6-hour show. I've done it. And Kitty, yes. It's Dawn, Xander, and Kitty film. Yes. Dusty, I love that Dusty was critiquing her form. I got to pet Dusty and Snicky. Boots sniffed me. Stuart got scared and poofed. Those are Shire kitties, too. Shire? More shy? The Shire. Dang it. Frodo lives. Moving on. Oh, that's cute. I love cats. I love cute. Shire is a word now decreed by me. Well, there you go. Churro has spoken it into existence. Oh, she got to meet Bread and Hobo, too. Oh, and one of the balls bounced all the way back to Amanda Hill. It is a rather formidable little blaster. It fits Dawn's proportions very well. Next time I see her, I'm going to put a training sword in her hand. But these things happen. And there's a cat named Hobo. That is amazing. Oh, my gosh. Goodness. Yes. Trey has 2 cats, Hobo and Bread. Amanda was collateral damage. It was tragic. It was villains, just rounds flying everywhere. Anyway. Yes, Hobo sniffed me, and Bread got all kinds of loves from me. He's our Siamese. We are currently in morning purr time. Pretty sure all cats knew my voice, but couldn't quite figure out my physical presence. And I haven't heard of gay chickens since my awkward 5th grade group. Yeah, there's a story, but not one I'm going to probably tell you guys. Aw, that's sweet. My cat Pork Chops, her time is usually early in the afternoon. I understand. Mwahaha, plotting. Well, yes, it was partially your suggestion. And sending thoughts to young vet and your father. And prayers to his family, those that served and are no longer with us. Yes, as Dad said, I don't know if he had a family. I don't know if they are remembering him for Memorial Day, but we always do. There, but for the grace of God go I. Also thinking about the young cousin that I never got to meet, Kandahar vet. I understand. And Max is holla. Holla! Call Pooh Bear the hollaback girl. Anyway, what's up? Hey, Max, we tried to conjure you earlier. I think you succeeded. Tea time only went 2 hours this time. Probably would have gone longer if I didn't have to stop for dinner. That happens. Hi, Max. Doing some yard work? Mulberries. Yeah, and they're right by my sideways pear tree. Accountability? Still in recovery mode, but worth it. Dan Hallfield says, I'm thinking of the man on the Vietnam Memorial Wall who shares my name, but whom I never knew. That must be so eerie. I'm gonna just not get into that one, Cheryl, because I don't want to get in trouble. But thank you. And that's the link, I assume, for the tea house. I'm going to eventually pick up the NTGR phrase just because all of you say it. Indeed, and we do randomly say it in life. Come visit the green room in front. No, 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 Carl. Not Carl. I'm so used to Carl. Oh God, Dan. Man, that's almost as bad as me randomly yelling Max when Xander got in trouble. Not that Max, my brother Max. But Dan. Churro has probably, we're going to say 5 years before they can go into the green room. It's a very catchy phrase, rolls right off the tongue. Oh, give me 4 years. Okay, see, good guess. I do too, Foxy. I'm terrible with remembering ages, including my own. We're going to have about our day-to-day life, see something, look at each other and say, not the green room. Guy like 3, yes, and I'm looking forward to it. I have to get back in shape, hopefully, so that I can teach you all the sword fight. But you need to be at least 18 to ride the green room shenanigans. Phrasing, Dawn. I may have to bring back the term phrasing. Yes, Max, I know you're an old man. And once Shuro is old enough, even though I think most of us are mentally 12 years old, and mentally 12-year-old boys in the group. Anyone who has an amazing sense of humor is a 12-year-old boy deep down. Got you. And I know the baby. Oh, you're just having way too much fun. Okay, Max. Why does that sword's hilt look like I could sink my teeth into it like caramel? I understand the feeling. Everything's edible if you try hard enough. Yeah, that churro is how someone gets. That churro is how someone gets arsenic poisoning. Yes, the Shire. I went on an adventure. PSA: don't lick the stone malachite. Do not lick malachite. Also, I don't usually wear it. Malachite and I have an unusual history. Arsenic poisoning is a lie. That's enjoying the truth. Oh, they are kidding. It is a joke, YouTube. Humor. Oh, guys, hit the like button, for the suffering that I am going through. And we go. But I did hit someone's jugular. Yes, you did. Foxy, that sounds like a green room tale. Can I lick the science? Geologists say better not. Not a safety thing. You can arsenic poisoning from doing so. Do not. Yes. The basket hilt have wire cage basket, like the one Thesis showed off, but with a 22-inch blade, 1.5-inch wide at the hilt. That sounds beautiful. Lick science. Who else's mind went to Mythbusters? Okay. Better ask Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill Nye, the science guy. Nick, that reminds me, Max and I have a potential little trade going on. He bakes me cookies and I draw him as a pig. I can neither confirm nor deny it. Some sciences you can lick, some you should not. That which does not kill me make you stronger, but that will kill you. I volunteer. Oh, God. That zoology licks you. Indeed. My Vietnam War experience still brings tears to my eyes almost 30 years later. 5! Indeed. No, all jokes aside, do not. Really don't. I almost forgot. Holy moly, tossed my malachite flavored. Oh, God. Like Science is a Tumblr post. Draw me like one of your Creole people. Next 2025. Oh, and now an ad. Um, yeah, you know what? There's my only hope of following this shenanigan is this.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
So, our plans coming up that are relevant to the channel. Like I said, I'm thinking of doing some art streams in the near future that won't be related to making thumbnails. For some of my longer form artwork, because I have so much I want to have done and set up in such a way that it could become buttons, it could become bookmarks, it could become relevant to some of my game publications. So it is an exciting moment. There's a lot coming up. So I do miss the official art time with Nick streams, but we will see. I'm chasing music because I have good music, but it's like, oh God. And people are all saying Chair and Jeff, and Thesis got to introduce Tash to Jeff. She's an amazing lady. Tash, not Jeff. That's great. Oh, I look at the light, Carl. You're too late to stop me. P.S. Don't eat kindergarten dirt. Oh, gall. Kindergarten is terrible. They're terrifying. They're little like cannibals running amok. Say you worked in schools without saying you worked in schools. But I also, and I forgot, and this is a Patreon only thing, I'm sorry, but they got to see one of the videos taken from the Historical Fencing Guild practice we had. Now, next week will be another one, assuming anyone can make it out. And we're just going to keep working towards making things happen. And I'm going to, once I get through my my annual DeviantArt payment, which will start the path of I need to re-update my DeviantArt and get a whole bunch of my old stuff down and archive it elsewhere. And I say where's plural because it needs to live in places. I really need to do a bunch of stuff. I'm excited. I'm sorry, I had some messages coming in. And and yes, if you say it's time to scan, we will break out in song. And we got that. Explains so much. Haha. Oh, I licked the light, Carl. There we go. People cannot trust me with plastic utensils. They will be. Jeez, Charles. Used to eat mud. Y'all make me feel like Shepherd Book sometimes. The guy with my name who's listed on the wall must have been one of my distant cousins from in the Midwest somewhere near y'all. A branch of the family settled up there. In kindergarten, I challenged myself to eat every plant I found on the on empty kindergarten playground. How I am still here to comment this is unknown. Please avoid Pico, y'all. Dad's branch of the family settled in North Carolina. That's cool. Coffee time. My sister would steal pots and pans and make mud pies. That's adorable. Having nursed as a mom, I grew up afraid to eat odd things as a child, but sometimes it might have been better than mom's cooking. Wow! And yes, okay. This was 4 years old, and these things happen. But we're gonna run another ad or two because y'all, you're making me tired all over. All right. In response to the person who messaged me the phrase, Nick, how in the expletiving are you awake? When I was growing up, my father had a saying, son, if you're going to hoot with the owls, you better be ready to scream with the eagles in the morning. And many a Sunday morning, I would be coming home from having spent the night at my buddy Matt's house playing video games, N64 on my 1987 Yamaha RX-50L. I love that motorcycle. It still exists. It is beaten and battered and has been reborn a couple times. We're not sure how, but my folks still have the bike. I almost rode it yesterday, but I was having just enough hip trouble. I didn't think it was wise. Look at me being mature. But I'd come screaming in because I had to get home in time for Mass on TV. That would be Mass from Mercy Home in Chicago. And up till the wee hours, having slept in the pool table, and I mean that inside one of the legs of the pool table to prevent being pranked. Last one to fall asleep, first one to wake up. They never did catch me at the pranks. They wanted to, but they didn't know I was sleeping inside the legs of a pool table. I was slender at one point in my life. But yeah, bleary-eyed and just through the county to get back to my folks' house. Good times. Good times. Let's see now. Okay. We're going to skip that too. After I grew up, I learned most chili does not have 1 inch of grease on top. Oh! And yes, the person was just going too far into their pica describes how filthy that is. I wonder my cholesterol isn't higher than it is. Oh gosh. Nothing should have a layer of grease like that. Let's try not to injure ourselves at this week's practice. Yes? Yes. I'm not sure if Dawn announced it, but there was not going to be a Behind the Code tonight. However, I might do a gaming stream later today. Going to do my grilling this afternoon. Oh my. Right. Hey, Nick, this is the Cursed Bard. There are a couple Cursed Bards. If you mean they all have their favorite instruments. But yes, they do have favorite instruments. Yes, Cursed Warriors exist. I'm in our universe asking the Bard favorite questions that truly matter. And yes, they do. And that sounds like the beginning of a bad joke. Churro, they're all still here. 3 Cursed Bards. Three Cursed Bards. Nope, I didn't announce it. I may do a puzzle stream tomorrow. May include the pick Thesis sent me. Ooh. Yeah, I have a whole lot of picks I should be doing for the library. I've been requested to do some things, so I may be doing some things there too. It's really great, though. It's really great to be able to be part of something that serves the community as well as the Benton County Public Library does, even if I am only the library's designated voluntold. There's a gnat in my beverage, so I will not be drinking it any further. But, hey guys, gotta go. It was lovely being here, but Dad's not in good mood this morning. Probably won't want me on my phone this much. Go stay out of trouble, kiddo. And check on you-know-who if you can for me. Have a good day. Yeah, have a good day, Churro. And since Churro's ducking, I'm going to run an ad. Oh, who needs ads? We'll run this ad because, I think I might have coin. No.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
And we hope to see you guys there. So I'm going to run a few more ads on part of the wind down because it looks like everybody's getting busy. Now, if the chat has things they want to discuss, that's fine too. Everybody's asleep over here. But I want to put a shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Brian K. Morris.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santa Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
And we've got Bike Churro, time to feed the animals, and our magpies in the tree are outside laughing again. Leave them goodies, because you might as well make peace with the magpies. I am rather fond of the magpies in my life. Let's see. Oh, I get to run this ad. I'm going to run this ad. see. Let's see. About time to feed the animals, magpies. Callie's asleep in my left arm, which is why I've been quiet. Well, it's appreciated. No mulligans, kids. I have to see what his favorite treat is and leave them on my patio. My dog is out back with my ma. Cool. Trey is sending her feathered minions to spy on us, as she should. Bye, Carl. Oh, yes, and I have had some art requests that I have to do fairly soon involving St. Fafo. So that's coming down the pipe, too. I got a lot on my plate. So I tell you what, guys, we're going to run a couple more ads, and it looks like we're wrapping up, and then everybody can have an enjoyable Memorial Day. Okay, so let's do this.
Dana just lost her waitressing job. TV star Joe was in a strange town doing a favor for a friend. Friendship sparks, but a snowstorm cools more than a town. The miles between them aren't the only challenge. And then there's that crazy ex-wife.
You can find all of Donna Carlene's books on Lulu.com. Find out more about her on the NDCD page at ndcd.org.
And we need to hear from our friend Robin.
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda. Just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
And there is the update.
Welcome, welcome, bunnies. It's Robin Yoda. My Twitch stream has changed. I'm playing Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. If there's any schedule change, I'll let you know by posting on X, Blue Sky, and sometimes Facebook. You can follow all my socials, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, and sign up for my YouTube channel. It's also Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, where I repost all of my streams. So come join me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Robin Yoda for some awesome streams. And once again, thanks for watching.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Okay. You can ask, do it. Thanks for playing my ad, and have a good day. Is the creature at the bottom of the lake the Curse Barge champion? No. It's not. And also back to Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Happy Memorial Day, Chris. You literally came in just under the wire because, honestly, while everybody's asleep, I want to wrap up this program so that I can get out there and get a few things going, maybe do some surprise cleaning for the family. So, hi and bye. Everybody have a great day. I'll be back Wednesday for another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore, and we will have a lot of fun. So embrace the summer that is here. With all that, folks, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too.